everybody, my name's Conan and welcome to Conan Exiles. Today we're going to be looking at the Lost Dungeon set. And by the Lost Dungeon set, I mean the complete edition with everything in it. Come and have a look at this today, and I'll show you all the bits and pieces that this set includes. So first of all, let's walk around my dungeon and see what this is like. We're going to need a torch. It gets pretty dark in these parts. Or maybe not. First of all, we open the creaky door. You can see already there are skulls in the gates, gargoyles on the side, curved walls, and all sorts. We enter into this room, and we see stairs and a big tunnel. Yes, the big tunnel is something very unique to this set that you can only get in this set. So there's like a little sneaky entranceway here. There we go. Very nice. Yeah, this is the only set so far in the game that has this type of tunneling. They also have special pillars as well as full pillars, many more things, but let's just have a little tour around and have a look at what kind of dungeons you can build. This is just like a little example version that we're looking at today. So coming into the prison, you can see little alcoves in the walls, candles and all sorts. You don't seem to be able to turn on the candles. Hopefully maybe that might be a thing in the future. You can make your whole own prison in this set, which is really cool, with dungeon doors. Not only that, you can have dungeon hatch frames if you want, if I could open them. But yeah, you can go up like ladders, open the hatch, which doesn't want to open right now. Whoopsie. But you can do that whole thing, more alcoves and all sorts in this one. It also has like a spirally staircase you can go up, which is nice. One thing I will tell you about this set in particular though, it doesn't seem to have any roof pieces at all. So if I'm going to open this up, I'm going to go down to Lost Dungeon here. You're going to see there is no roofing pieces. The only roof pieces you get are ceiling and that are flat. So the only type of building you can do ceiling wise with this set has to be flat roofs with like castle walls. Just to let you know and make you aware before you buy the set. That being said though, there are some cool options you can do, like you can have grates, hatches, and there's also this really unique kind of round thing as well you can have as well. That works as a foundation piece you can put in your ceiling, or into your floor if you like. But either way, that's kind of a little tour around the place. Let's have a look at all the pieces separately and see if it is worth it. So here we are at the trusty bit of desert where I usually do my DLC showcases. However, there are too many pieces in this set to show off in one kind of set piece. So I've done one big long line of it today that we get to check out. First of all, we start here. This is the dungeon wall that you can use, the Forlorn Crypt Iron Wall. As your prison cells. Then there are several types of windows you can use. This is one of them that works as a foundation piece. This is a regular wall that also works like a foundation piece. However, it is not foundation as that is what is down here. There is the gargoyle you can attach separately, which is really nice. I like this thing. It's quite cool. I hope they do some more like things like that in the future to decorate walls. This is an average wall that you can use if you'd like. The set also comes with curvy walls and windows, so that's a curvy window, normal window, barred window, and this is one of these alcoves which has the little statue in it. Then each side over here has like little empty bits so you can place things in there if you want, and then on the opposite side is this guy and the statue and all that. Then we move on to this, which I think is pretty cool. It's like a little crypt wall with a bunch of bones inside of it, so you can make your walls look a little bit more alive. And then we come down to the tunnel sets. So there's several different pieces for this. There's this type of one which curves around, which is like a turn. There's this one that just goes straight through. There's this one that allows 3 sides to be opened up but 1 blocked. And then the last one has all ways open. So those are the 4 kind of tunnel options you can use with this entire set if you want to make an underground tunnel. They work like foundation, however, they can't be placed like foundation. You have to place them on a foundation for them to function. Now we move on to doors. There is a normal door. You can put a gated doorway in or a wooden one. There's this passageway that originally came out with the original set of Lost Dungeon. So that is that. There's this really cool 2-high wall one which has this in it. I wish this kind of slid down, but it doesn't seem to. but you can just put one of these great doors in it if you want. But that's the thing. And then this is just regular dungeon one as well you can have for a prison. Then we have this curvy wall, which you can use this rockwood door on anything you like. So if you want to use it on any of these door frames, you can use this rockwood instead if you so wish. It's pretty much like a normal door, but with some rotten bits on the bottom. And then we have our choice of, you know, fence railings, all that good stuff. You have like plain ones like this, and then you have the ones that you put arches on the outside for that, which actually goes really well for like castle walls and things like that. I like it for those reasons. You then get one staircase, which is one of these. It's not like a chunked out one, it's just a full staircase with stairs on the bottom. And then we move to another staircase. So technically you have two staircases, but they're not like, you know, the other ones that are big chunky or curved. You have this one as just, this is two snapped together right now. So it's one wall high usually, and you go up the spiral and ta-da! Let's start with the bottom though first, and we'll go back up there in a second. So spiral staircase, really nice. There is also, you can see here, you have the grate ceiling, and then you have the hatch frame with the hatch frame frame right there, and a special ladder for the dungeon set also here. There's also these vaulted walls that allow you to do an effect like this, to have a doorway, which I really like. I've put a couple here, and these bottom bits are just the little pillars, so tiny little pillars that like hold in holes, you know, it fills it in, it's quite nice. And then we go over here, and there's a couple of curvy walls, so there's two next to each other. But with these ones, they actually do a square at the back instead of curving all the way around, so that's kind of nice. Here's these pillars on their own, so they're just like, they got a curve around them. You can snap them all four together, and the nice thing about those pillars is you snap them on the edge of foundation, unlike the normal pillar, which you snap in the middle of the foundation. So these ones are really nice. And then we come over to the end, and there's this thing I was talking about earlier. So this is like four pieces snapped together, so you can make one of these. So if you wanted like just a tiny piece of this to make like a full thing, you could absolutely do that. Now let's walk upstairs a bit and have a look at some of our ceiling options. So up here we come. You usually get this like regular ceiling if you want. There's a vaulted ceiling on that. You can also get a curvy ceiling, which is quite nice. These two things we were going on about. And then this is also a ceiling you can get that works kind of like a foundation that came in the original set. And then of course the thing we just talked about with the grate. So you can see they're like big foundational blocks. I really like the stuff that's less foundational block wise, but either way you could probably find a use for all of them. But that is pretty much everything in the set as it comes when you have a look at it in total. It's actually quite a well filled out set. The only thing it really is missing is like a proper roof. But for this one, I kind of understand why it doesn't have proper roofing, because it's a dungeon, and I don't think you'd see like proper fancy roofs on a dungeon. I suppose they're usually underground or somewhere. You don't really see the upside. So if you wanted to, like in your big base, you could always hide this in the bottom of it inside, and then have like a regular looking outside, so they never suspected a thing once they got trapped in there. But yeah, these are really cool pieces. I quite like them. Let me know what you think about this set as a whole. The whole bundle's out right now, but if it's not, you just have to wait for it to come back in the shop when you view this video. So hopefully this gives you massive insight to all the pieces you get in this set, and helps you decide if you want to get it or not. If it did help you decide either or, please give this video a like, and subscribe if you haven't already, because that really helps out the channel. But either way, I hope you have a good one. Thank you for watching, I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!